Welcome to another video with me, Elmo Karjalainen. It's good to have you along. You can call me this guy if my name is tricky to pronounce. Today I'm going to be sharing 3 things that I did that helped me become a better guitarist and how they can help you become better as well. And I'll be right back after this intro. Okay, so today we're talking about 3 things that can help you become a better guitar player. They certainly helped me. Now, these 3 things I kind of stumbled upon. I was lucky, but they really did help. So let's dive right in. First one, stop playing exercises. I used to do a bunch of this. Or this. Now, exercises can be great. They're kind of pure technique. You really get to work on certain aspects of your playing, the technical side. But let's face it, playing guitar is not about technique in the end. Technique is only there to help you express musical ideas. And for that, you need a musical vocabulary. And what is that? Well, it can be a lot of things. But for me, I started learning licks. So I went from doing all of those things to actually just learning different licks and trying to put them into good use when I was playing guitar. See, previously, I'd done the exercises. I had okay technique because of the exercises, and of course I knew some licks. It's not that I kind of magically found licks all of a sudden, but I really shifted my focus from exercises to licks, and that broadened my musical vocabulary. There was so much more I could do when I played guitar. So that's number 1, and I'm not suggesting that you have to totally abandon exercises. Far from it. They can be great warm-ups. They can still be a valuable part of your practice regime. I'm merely suggesting that you shift your focus from playing exercises to learning licks. Okay, number 2, start transcribing stuff. I don't mean that you have to sit around writing down the stuff that you transcribe, but learn stuff by ear, because it'll help your ears. It'll help your ears, and your ears are, I mean, they're worth their weight in gold. Because the better your ears are, the better the chances are that you'll hear what would fit over that chord or this chord, or basically it'll just help your playing a whole truckload. And when you start out transcribing, it can be really frustrating, especially if you go for the more difficult stuff. I think I remember transcribing, one of the first things I tried to transcribe was a solo by Steve Vai from the David Lee Roth song Big Trouble. Which was, well, the transcription was Big Trouble. I don't think I got most of it right, but that's not the point actually. The point is that you train your ears. And of course you'll be learning what the people you are trying to transcribe, what they're doing, so you'll be learning more of that musical vocabulary that we had in the last tip. But tip number 2 is transcribe. It'll suck at first, but you'll get better, and you'll get to the point, if you do it enough, that you'll actually rather transcribe than look at tab, because you might not trust the tab, at least if you find it online. So, tip number 2, transcribe. Tip number 3, and this works even if you compose your solos, which is fine. But for me, I got bored with practicing because I'd been doing exercises, and I went to licks, and I was very good at transcribing stuff, but I kind of got bored with all of that. So I just started playing over CDs or even cassettes back in the day, cassettes and then CDs. So I played over actual songs, and improvised. So kind of transcribing on the go as well a bit, and then improvising a lot over what I was playing. And this meant that I was actually practicing how to make music, how to play the instruments, how to improvise. Improvisation is a big part of making music. Making decisions on the go can really help you. You can get thrown into weird situations where you have nothing planned, and improvising can be a great thing to know, or it is a great thing to know. And if you practice improvising, you can still plan your solos. You can plan a part of a solo and improvise a part and then plan another part and so on. So it all works in your favor. And what that allowed me to do was just basically I was improvising all kinds of stuff. I was improvising over Yngwie Malmsteen, Steve Vai, but then I also improvised blues stuff, or played over blues stuff, jazz fusion, all kinds of stuff. Sometimes I'd even just put on the radio and just play over whatever was on the radio, and that was just such a great thing for me as a guitar player. Now those are the 3 tips. Number 1, stop doing exercises, start learning licks, broaden your musical vocabulary. Number 2, transcribe, develop your ears. Number 3, improvise. And all of these were steps that helped me at different stages. Now, if you're at the stage that you're just doing exercises, you don't have a bunch of licks to lean back on, as it were, maybe just jumping straight into improvising is not something that I'd recommend. It might be if you're that type of person, but maybe not. But I think you'll know best. But these things can really help you progress. And also, if these are things that you haven't been doing, they can also help you break out of ruts and so on. So those are the 3 things that I recommend that you try. That's basically all I have for you today. Let me know in the comments what you think about these, and if you have any other kind of good tips for guitar players who are looking to step up their game a bit. Leave those in the comments below as well. Like the video, give it a thumbs up if you did, give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Tell me I suck if you think I suck. This is YouTube, so no one tells anyone they suck. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification thing. Support me on Patreon because you get a bunch of exclusive stuff that hasn't been released anywhere, and you get my music as well. And if you want free music, you can go check out my website. The link's in the description, as is the Patreon link as well. And so is my Spotify, I think. I'm not sure. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in another one. I'll end with a bit of noodly noodly on this here old 6-string.